let's talk about this real quick. The game in Ireland.
Yes.
I guess there's some ties there with Ireland and the Steelers.
Okay.
I guess there's quite a few Steelers fans in Ireland.
Well, that makes
And I
sense.
guess the owners have some ties there.
Hmm.
I believe Irish are mainly Catholic.
Hmm.
So I said the only thing I have in common with Notre Dame is that we're Catholic. But yeah, what I have in common, most people have in common with Ireland is that, well, I'm Catholic and I like to drink too. Not like them, but yeah. So it's about the only thing we have in common with Ireland. Apparently, the Steelers do have some stuff in common with Ireland, but Steelers to play in the NFL's first regular season game in Ireland in 25. The National Football League will play its first Dublin, Ireland in 2025. The league announced on Friday. So yeah, that's cool. That's a big. Let me see here, Ireland. So let's see here. All right, it's 4 a.m. tomorrow in Ireland, so they're gonna be probably playing on what? Well, it'll be on a Sunday, but it might air on a Saturday for us.
Yeah.
Well, no, that wouldn't make sense. I don't know. We're probably gonna be up early for the game.
I was gonna say, it sounds like it'd be like 7 or 8 a.m.
Yeah, which those games overseas, well, wherever they're at, like England or wherever they were playing.
Yeah, they
the
always
games are
start
like
at
9
9 o'clock for those games.
Yeah. So it's probably a 9 a.m. kickoff Eastern time here. But yeah, I mean that's interesting playing in Ireland. Pittsburgh Steelers aiming to play road season. It's I don't know if it's the same stadium as what Florida State played Georgia Tech this year. It probably is. I could be wrong about that, but yeah. So yeah, yeah. I mean that's cool. It's gonna be a overseas game, in a country like that, or an area like that, early for us. But yeah, that's cool, man. We don't know who we're playing yet. We have the schedule, but we don't have the times and dates. But yeah, so we know we're playing. I looked this up the other day. We've got. All right, so Steelers will play the Ravens, Bengals, Browns in the north. Bills, Packers, Colts, Dolphins, Vikings, and Seahawks. I believe they're all at home. Yep. And on the road, we will face, which I guess, would this be a road game, technically?
I honestly don't know how they're going to put that. I kind of thought, I honestly heard that it was going to be a home game.
All right. So we could face one of these teams there. It'd be cool to face, like, the Bills or, the Vikings. Or it'd be crazy if it was an AFC North game in Ireland, which I don't think they would do that well, I don't know. Did they do division games overseas last year?
That is a good question. I think it was always a division game, but I don't think it was like in their own standings.
Okay. So, yeah, but like Steelers Bills overseas, that'd be cool. And then on the road we face the AFC North, and then the Bears on the road, Lions, Chargers, Patriots, and Jets all on the road. Lions will be tough. Chargers, that's a long trip. Caleb Williams paints his nails, so we're good there. Patriots are awful, but we would lose that game because they're the Patriots. Jets probably be awful. We'd probably lose that game too. You know how it goes. But yeah, man. I mean, it's what's your thoughts on the Ireland game?
Oh, dude. I mean, this will be the first time the Steelers have gone overseas since 2014. It's been over 10 years. So I think it's a great opportunity for everyone to see what they are going to do next season. Because again, we're constantly talking about what we're trying to figure out because it's a lot. And I would love nothing more than for this team to like get themselves at a position for the world to know what they're capable of or what they could be. Like, I personally think it would be cool to see the Packers against the Steelers because, again, it'd be the green thing for the Packers. Like, I think that'd be cool for them. And I just feel like anytime you have a chance to be in that highlight, like, it's always going to be a good time. And again, I couldn't be happier for them to finally get this type of like game. So I think it's a great opportunity for them to figure something out for a good game.
Yeah. Okay, 97 played in Dublin. I yeah. Oh, they were Irish immigrants. Okay, that's our ties.
Yep.
It looks like the last time we played, well, in Ireland was 97. But when did we play overseas recently? I don't remember that.
I'm pretty positive we were. I thought we were in London with the Vikings. I'm pretty positive
Hmm.
that was the year we started 0-4, or maybe that was 2017. Maybe it was a little under 10 years, but it was that year we started 0-4, and they were talking about getting rid of Tomlin, and then they went on that 8-game win streak, and they went 8-4. I think it was 2017 or 2016. It was one of the years.
He said the terrible towels will make it across the pond. That's for sure. Um, One thing I love about like watching, I every year they play the Super Bowl highlights, which is a great
Mm-hmm.
like mini doc on every Super Bowl. I recorded all of them. One thing I love about the Steelers one, especially 40, because we hadn't been in the Super Bowl in like 10 years since like 95. Um, all the terrible towels, man. That was beautiful
Yeah.
in Detroit. But Jared, to finish off, Fields
Yeah.
and Smith, importance for success. Justin Fields, Arthur Smith. We talked about incorporating the run game more for him. So, yeah.
Again, I was trying to like wrap it up with the coaching where it's like, Terrell Austin and Arthur Smith, like they were supposed to be something great because again, Austin has a great defensive group. I mean, all big names, but just never made anything happen. And by the end of the season, they were gassed. And Arthur Smith kind of like kept that horrible curse of Matt Canada. Like, I'm sorry, we didn't move really anywhere offensively. Like our numbers, I think, were just a tad better in like a 4 or 5 game stretch with Russell Wilson because again, we played bad teams and I think the one great game was that Commanders game, and it was all good stuff from Russell, great numbers from everybody. I think Pickens and Williams both had their touchdown. Like it was a great performance by everybody overall, and the fact that we needed a offsides from Jaden Daniels to win it, and it happened, like that was crazy to see a game end on a offside. But yeah, like that can't happen where it's like one good game does not trump the fact that you just did not prepare for an entire season. Like that's the thing. We've got to get whoever is in charge, like the quarterback. It's just got to be them all year round. Regardless, I mean, if it get hurt, that's another issue entirely. But that's the thing. We're just not being alert when it comes to like them trying to find ways to be better. Because it's like again, they're too stubborn to change. They just want to constantly say that what they do is right, and however they want to run it, that's how it's going to be. Like there's just no other options for us as fans where it's like we know what they're going to do, but we just hope and pray that they do it. And that's the thing that sucks, dude. That's where it's like you want to win, but if you win, it's because they were right, and then they will make us feel bad because we doubted them. It's just like it's such a tough
Yeah.
transition where it's like you want them to be right because we're Steelers, but you don't want them to be right because they're egotistical, dinkuses. I want to try to be peachy about it, but that's what it comes down to. I just feel like they just do everything they can to make us sweat, to put us through the worst thing. Again, if we're winners, it just seems like we had to go through hell and back just to have it happen. And it would just be so nice if they had a game plan and they just knew how to move with the time and make it better. But we know what's coming. It's just gonna be them being egotistical guys.
Yeah. Yeah, so for those of you who've made it this far, thank you for listening.
Thank you.
But I will be so long story short, announced this on the Steelers show or the Penn State show too. I'm only going to be answering comments on Rumble from now on. We'll acknowledge your comments on YouTube. That's where most of our audience is, but for several reasons, I'm going to be migrating over to Rumble. I'll still be on YouTube and Spotify and all that, but I really want to build that Rumble page. So if you want to comment, sign up for Rumble and just it's the same as YouTube. Just sign up for Rumble and we will answer your comments on Rumble. We won't be answering them on YouTube anymore because I'm really trying to migrate the audience over there. So, um, so yeah, for several reasons. But yeah, so we're going to Rumble. Jared, if you don't have it, get it.
Okay.
I don't think Brett has it either. But yeah, it's basically free speech YouTube. So that's what it is. And
Okay.
there's been several people. Steven Crowder, who I watch every day, is on there full
Hmm.
time now. Tim Pool just went over there. Barstool Sports is on there.
Hmm.
Dr. Disrespect, whoever that is, he's on there, but I guess he has a pretty big following. So, yeah, just overall, man, just that's where I'm going to be trying to migrate the audience to. So,
Okay.
um, just a better setup. And then, Jared, you're going to have your own Pirates show soon. It's going to be you and some guests that you'll have on. I won't be on there. I might be a special guest every once in a while, but you are going to start covering Pirates for the Mark Lesko podcast. So,
Oh, I'm going to try my darndest, but I'm looking forward to it.
yeah, I mean that's I'm a Pirates fan. Obviously, you are too. You're way
Right.
more diehard than me. You know more about it than
Right.
me. Um, but yeah, it's something that should be covered. There's a lot of diehard fans out there, and there's obviously a lot of issues with that ball club. The Pens there are doing much better, but I think we draw the line there at like Pirates baseball. The Pens, I mean, I like hockey, but I'm not like
Right.
I don't even think you follow it that closely, do you?
No, I mean I follow it, but I mean, yeah, I'm definitely it goes Pirates, Steelers, Penguins. Yeah.
Pirates, Steelers, Penguins.
Yep.
And it's sad, man, because it's a historic uh, ball club. I think 5 rings we have.
Yes.
We have several great players: Manny Sanguin, Roberto Clemente, Barry Bonds.
Yep.
I mean, there's a lot of great players. Jim
Listen.
Leland Dusty Baker was with us. I mean, all this great talent that came to us and then left. Garrett Cole,
Mm-hmm.
Skeens, well, he'll be gone soon. So,
But dude, I'll end
he
this
may as
night
well
with
he needs to
for
buy a house in L.A. already or New York, one of the
yeah.
two,
Well,
just
he's
so he's
from
free.
California. Like I'll end my night here with this where if you talk about me being a Pirates fan, being a Pittsburgh fan, I went to the game before the All-Star break, July 12th, 2015. We were playing the Cardinals. And at the time, the
Greg,
Cardinals were the premier
speaking
team in the
of
NL
what we
Central.
were just talking.
And they just had every opportunity to play against them. Like we were a playoff team still in 2015. We had 2 years straight of playoff baseball, and we were still a good team. And we took Liriano, and I forget who their pitcher was, but we had Francisco Liriano pitch that night, and they went back and forth. They tied the game. They went into extra innings. Cardinals, they went up 2 runs on us. Like they went 5-3 in extra innings, and this was before all the different rule changes in extra innings. So you had to earn it. Meanwhile, I'm watching that whole game. Where I was sitting behind 2 like pirate fandom, like from neons ago. Their names were Bill and Bob. I swear to God, both the names were Bill and one was Bob. Bill went poetic on me, dude. He waxed nostalgically about the years of the 60s and 70s and how long he had been a Pirate fan. He had seen them all. He saw all the greats, dude. And then that night, when they were down 5-3 with 2 outs, the Pirates roared back against Trevor Rosenthal. At the time, was the greatest closer of the game in 2015. They knocked him around with 2 outs. We tied the game up, and Polanco got up, looped the ball into the outfield to win that game. And the first thing I did, I turned around to look at Bill's face. Dude, he looked like he had just seen the game for the first time. His face was shocked, complete in dismay. And you're thinking, that's the dude who's seen everything. He has seen World Series with the Pirates. He's seen all the greats. And he still had that great smile and a great surprise that he didn't see before. It never stops being a great moment. So that's just what I know I can bring for it all. And I can't wait to try to do that with this team or this show. So looking forward to it.
Yeah, I mean, like the Steelers, there's a lot of diehard fans. And I mean, like my family. I mean,
Yeah.
all they talk about is the Pirates, and I'm like,
Mhm.
first of all, I've used the Pirates as a very important tool in the past few years. That when I want to take a nap, I throw on the Pirates game and I fall asleep like immediately because it's just boring as heck.
Dude, listen, being at a game
Those
live
announcers
is
don't help. Who are the announcers?
Greg Brown and Bob Walk.
Yeah, they're so boring. Like they're good, but they're boring as crap, man.
Oh, dude, listen, we got Joe Block from the Milwaukee Brewers. Oh my God, that dude will definitely make paint interesting. He is so bad at it. I'm sorry.
Um, yeah. So yeah, I mean, have fun with that, man. Again, I'll be a special guest every once in a while, but it's gonna be your page. But yeah, I've changed the headlines pretty much on everything, social media and every channel to Pittsburgh pro teams instead of the Pittsburgh Steelers, so that the people know that we're kind of making that transition into not just the Steelers, but other Pittsburgh pro teams too. So, and I
Yeah.
have to put pro teams because I'm not just going to say Pittsburgh because we do not cover Pitt on this one of the worst schools of all time. Um, you know, if you can't get into Penn State, you go to Pitt. So that's just how it is. But yeah, man. So I'm looking forward to you doing that. And again, I'll show you how to get in here and save everything and all that. But
All right.
yeah, it's a good thing to cover, man. You're gonna have
Yeah.
a lot of people tuning in, and um, you know, I think you're gonna have a lot of engagement on there. To be honest with you, dude.
Yeah.